Hi there, I'm Ross, and this is my Friday film review. Each week I'll be reviewing a film that I've seen recently, whether it's old, new, or even from the future. I'll try most of the time not to give away any spoilers, but please be aware that during this video there may be some possible spoiler alerts. Especially if the film's really bad, I feel it's very fair to tell you guys beforehand. So, sit, lay, or even stand back and prepare yourself for this week's Friday film review. So, this week, I'll be talking about The Theory of Everything, which is directed by James Marsh and starring Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones. Now, of course, this is the story of Stephen Hawking and his wife Jane, and I really don't want to give anything away in this film because, well, it's a life story, so I can't. But I really don't want to spoil anything in this film because it is brilliant. It's Oscar nominated now, and it is Oscar worthy. Definitely. First thing to say about it is Eddie Redmayne. He's just brilliant, as Stephen Hawking. I mean, I don't know Stephen Hawking perfectly, but what you imagine him to be is how Eddie Redmayne plays him, and it's unspeakable. It's like if he doesn't win the Oscar, I will be very surprised. I haven't seen many of the Oscar films that have been nominated for Best Actor and Best Picture and stuff like that. But I would say that if he doesn't win it, it would be a shock to me personally because he just gets it. He just gets it perfectly, and he really shows the deterioration. How'd you say that? Doesn't matter. Deterioration. Yeah. Of the character of Stephen, which is it's some of the best acting I've seen in a long time, and I'm an actor, so I see lots of acting in my time. Felicity Jones as well. She's brilliant. She really shows the struggle and the love that Stephen's wife Jane goes through over all the years, because it starts with him as not as a young boy exactly, but while he's at uni, so about in his 20s, early 20s, doing his masters, I think it is. So yeah, early 20s, and it shows them how they fall in love and everything, and then progressing how she deals with his disability, and then how it starts to get on top of her as well as anyone else. But yeah, she's class as well, and I think she was nominated for Best Actress, which would be great if she gets it, but that is a tough category. So I mean, I'm not Oscar knowledgeable, but yeah, there we go. Also, a nice little surprise appearance from Professor Lupin. I forget the name of the actor now. God, I should check that. Doesn't matter. But yeah, Professor Lupin's in it from the Harry Potter series, as Stephen Hawking's teacher, and he's great. Always have him in a British film if you can. I don't want to say anything about it to spoil it, because if you haven't seen it, go and watch it if you're still out in the cinemas, or if not, wait for it to come out on DVD, because it is brilliant film. It is just mind blowing. It is everything. It is absolutely everything, and I can't actually say anything other than that. I could go into detail, but I don't want to. I want to leave it in its brilliance. But I'll try to, because there's some things. Oh, do you know the best thing? The best thing is in a scene where Stephen and Jane are dancing. Now, without giving anything away, just watch the hand that's on her back. If you're going to see it, if you've seen it, try and see it again. But watch the hand that's on her back while they're dancing, because it is. I saw it, and my friends who I was with in the cinema didn't. And I was like, "Did you see that?" And they were like, "No, what?" And I left it, because if I said something, they would have laughed. So go it. It's just what he does with his hand when it's on her back, and I noticed it, and I thought it was a dare or something. So have a look at that. Otherwise, yeah, it's a very interesting story. Because I don't know. Before I went in there, I thought I knew a certain amount about Stephen Hawking and his life. Like how he got his disease, that he was born with it, and everything. Like, and you think you know a certain amount, or I did anyway. Like a certain amount, or a certain something, or like just certain other things. Like he's a physicist, he's a scientist. Like he set out to prove something, but I didn't know that he also set out to disprove something as well, which is interesting. So it kind of teaches you more about if you want to learn. That's why you go to see a film, obviously. But it makes you realise things that you might have presumed were right or wrong or whatever. It's a good film for that. It's a film that makes you think as well, which is what everyone needs in a film. I know, but yeah, no, it is a thought provoking film in ways as well about how to handle things, about how to handle life as well. Because I've got a disabled sister myself, and it is tough growing up um, with someone who's disabled in your environment. It is tough because they have certain needs and everything that you don't, and when you're younger you don't exactly understand it. But as you grow older, you do understand it, and you try and accommodate that. You try and what's the word? Doesn't matter. I'm getting into my own life story now, and we're talking about Stevens. One thing I should say about the film actually is like in Exodus last week, nothing like Exodus, but there were a couple of moments nearer the back end of the film, like sort of end of second, start of the third act. If I don't, people say that, I'm like, where's the acts in films? Doesn't matter. So nearer the end of the film, where you kind of start to feel, okay, so this is gonna be where it ends, and it doesn't. It doesn't drag on, but there's a few parts where you kind of think, oh, this is gonna be the end, and then it still carries on. Which isn't a bad thing, but there were a couple of moments where you just kind of think, oh, is this it? Oh no, there's a bit more. But you are happy to see more because of what a great film it is. That's one thing to say about it. To give it a negative, if you just think I'm being biased, which I promise you I'm not, because I do try and look for all the bad things in films as well, annoyingly. But that's what I do now, which it sucks. It sucks to look for all the bad things in the film, but I didn't find a lot in this film that was bad, which makes it very annoying to review. Um, I can't think of much. I did go and see it a couple of weeks ago, to be fair, but I definitely wanted to review it. I definitely needed the people to know how good a film it was. Just go and watch it. See for yourselves if you like it or not. If it's not your thing, then by all means. But I genuinely think it's one of the best British films to come out, not just this year, but for a long time. Like drama films, like the big biopic drama and everything like that. One of the best British films, definitely, in a few years, in that kind of genre. Because obviously there's other British films and other genres that don't get a general release. Other than that, night, it just needs to be watched. It's one of them must-watch films, I would say. Doesn't matter if you're not into science that much, if you don't really know or like or care for Stephen and his work, and it's still a very good film to watch. If you know of Stephen Hawking and you know of his disability, then you've got to just see it for the pure brilliant acting that is in it. Yeah, and it's a film for everyone as well. It's not exactly, it's not dark or anything. It's not overly serious, and that's the point actually. There's quite good comic moments in it. There's quite a lot of moments where he has a laugh, he has a joke, even when he's starting to get severely disabled. He's had a good life. He's had a brilliant life by the looks of that film, and that's great to watch as well. So yeah, I am stuck for words, so I'm gonna try and leave it there. Next week I'm gonna review Aviator. I think I watched Aviator this week. Because it was on Netflix. It's been on my Netflix list for a while, so I thought, yeah, I'll give that a watch. Haven't seen it before, and I gave it a watch, and it was all right. It was all right. Obviously, Leo, great actor. One of his younger performances, or one of his older films. But yeah, I think I'll review that next week. So until next time, this is the Friday Film Review. I'm Ross, and I'll see you then.